Welcome if you are new, and welcome back if you have already been around in this channel. So 2026 has already started and I have already seen people making vision boards for this year, but I am a tiny little bit late. So I wasn't sure if I'm going to start making a vision board, but also because I was at home and I didn't have enough materials for it, also the peace of mind for it, to be very much honest. So I decided that I'll make my vision board anyway, even though it's pretty much late right now, but it's okay. We have a whole year ahead to plan. So I wanted to make a vision board, but I didn't want it to be like very random, like just putting some pictures and making it aesthetic and just putting it as my wallpaper. That is not the vibe I'm going with for my vision board. I have already seen a bunch of videos on vision boards and how do they make it, and I also researched things about the psychology or the scientific things behind it. Why do people kind of they envision their whole life, they plan out their whole life or a year or whatever timeline they go with, right? And vision board is like that. You are like setting up a whole vision for a year or 6 months or 5 years ahead, and that is such a good thing to do if you just want to get more sorted with your life. What I did was I watched some YouTube videos about vision boards, and some of them I'll link down in the description. Those videos were amazing for planning out my vision board, and I did learn a lot about it. I learned what to do and what not to do when you are like making a vision board. So let's get into it. So first, what to do when you are making a vision board. I have got some points noted down in this notebook, and this is also the notebook where I have planned for what my vision board will be. So when I started planning out my 2026, I wanted to really reflect and like evaluate everything that I have or have not done in 2025. So I made 3 categories, and those were what did work out for me in 2025, what did not work out for me in 2025, and what do I need to change or make better in 2026. So what did not work out for me was I wasn't very productive. I could not concentrate because of my health issues, and that was, I think, the biggest concern that I faced. I was getting through a lot. I struggled too much with these things, so I do want to change that in 2026. And what did work out for me was I finally started this YouTube channel and an Instagram page. I got comfortable with myself. I got comfortable with being alone, being just you, and just accepting yourself the way you are. So I kind of did that, and I also scored higher than my bachelor's, which is also great because I was also very scared about that because my health was really draining me out and I couldn't concentrate. I barely finished everything in my syllabus, so that was a huge step. What I do want to work out in 2026 is I just want to get ahead with my life in a much peaceful way. I want to kind of learn new things, editing, digital space, and I want to learn more skill sets regarding those digital spaces because I love that. I like to be creative with digital features like Canva and other things, editing stuff. I love that. And also I want to learn more about YouTube and Instagram and how it works and whatever. Of course, I use these platforms in a very fun way. I just want to do these things, so I do these things. But apart from that, that's also I want some specific achievements in my academic and career fields, so I also wrote about that. Okay then. Second is you have to be very specific about your goals. So you have to be very much calculative when you are talking about what you need for the new year, right? What things do you need? Rather it can be financial or emotional or physical, or it can be related to your academics or it can be related to your career. You just need to be very specific and clear about those things so you can like make a vision board that is actually effective for you, and that's something that motivates you to do things, right? And the third one is vision boards take time. You will never know what goal of yours will get completed in what time frame, right? So you cannot really expect one goal to be successful in a certain amount of time. Like you can like vouch for it, you can work for it, but that's also not a given thing. It will never be in your way only. It will take time, and most probably sometimes everything in your vision board won't come true, and that's a fact. Everything in your vision board will not come true, and that's okay because things take time. Vision boards are for envisioning your future and envisioning what you want and what you can do. So it's about how you do it, how you perceive things, and how you get out of your comfort zone and try to do those things. So it's just obvious that it's okay that things will take more than the certain amount of time you thought it would take, right? Also, I forgot to mention that you can make categories when you are planning for things. Like if you want to focus on health, relationships, career, and academics, right? These are 4 categories, and you have to put bullet points and mention what you want particularly in those bullet points. So it just makes it rather easier when you are like putting photos for the vision board. About the photos that you are putting on vision board, just you have to have some kind of a connection with those things when you are putting it down on that vision board, right? It can be digital or it can be handmade version of it. That's okay. Anything works, but you have to be you have to to be very selective about what you put on that vision board. So maybe that POV pictures, if you want something and there are POV pictures where you can really envision yourself doing that thing, maybe that works better because you can really see yourself doing that. So that kind of pictures are like just better, I think so. I can maybe give you some examples. I can just put it down here. There are few things that you should not be doing when you are preparing a vision board for a new year, right? You should not get hasty with things. What happens is different things take time to happen and like come true. So it's very much possible that the things you're working way too hard on will probably sometimes get stuck in the middle, and that's okay. You just need to know that when you should get out of that zone and when you should get in that zone to work for it. So there are different timelines for everything, and you should. But apart from all of this, manifestation actually works because it is wired to your subconscious brain. It makes you, feel productive. It makes you better. So when your subconscious is wired to something productive or something that you want to do, it makes you conscious about things that you should be doing, right? So when you become conscious of those things, you can't really ignore those things. When you are conscious about a certain thing, you will feel like everywhere around you are seeing it repeatedly, and that makes you think that maybe that's something you want to do right now, and just your brain is wired like that. So when you are envisioning something, it just gets into your subconscious and it just gets wired that way, right? Manifestation does work, but you should not be delusional. You should be rather real about it, what you want and what you don't want for whatever time frame you are planning for, and that's the reality about it.